Hi, Bill Jones from Turntastic Wood Designs. I do a lot of segmented turning, and segmented turning involves making rings that get stacked, like so. To glue these together when they're stacked can be kind of a problem because it's very difficult to get a standard clamp on there because you often have some really irregular shapes. So to solve that problem, I use what a lot of guys use. This monstrosity is a press, and I'll walk you through how this works next. I've tipped the press up to show the bottom. It's just a simple 2x4 frame, but I wanted to show that there are two braces across the center to give extra support right in the center. Then glued and screwed to the underside frame is a simple piece of MDF. I drew several circles on the bottom plate to help with centering, and then I carved out a spot that fits the shape of my faceplate. Next, I added these stepped up blocks that allow me to have access underneath to get a bolt for a rod that goes through. And these threaded rods will hold up the top. I could have used a piece of steel or a piece of wood, but the threaded rod gives me infinite adjustability. The circular MDF here is the actual press plate, and then that large oak board across goes through the threaded rod and gives it some weight. And a quarter glued into a hole in the center of the oak board acts as a bushing. Here you can see how that assembly slides over those threaded rods. This piece of oak is the top. It's got a couple of holes that go over the threaded rod, and then a hole in the center with reinforced steel with a threaded nut in there. And the top rests on a couple of nuts that are threaded onto the rod. The last component is one more piece of threaded rod that just has a wooden handle on it, and that gets threaded through the hole in the center of the top. To use the press, first you start gluing the rings on top of one another. And then place the assembly in the press and turn down the handle to apply pressure. All that's left now is waiting for the glue to dry. Well, I hope you liked this video and found it informative. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's no downside to subscribing. There's no privacy that will be compromised or anything. All it does is inform you when I add a new video, and it really helps me out. So please subscribe if you can. And as always, thanks for watching.